everyone, it's May 19th and I have been waiting so long to make this video today. And let me say, first off, I saw this picture of this amigurumi book and there was one amigurumi on the cover that I thought, oh my gosh, I just have to make that. But of course, I don't want to pay full price for the book, so I kept watching eBay and finally it came up for a price that was reasonable. So I got the book and this is it. So the doll that I wanted was this one right here. Thought she was so cute. So this is Amigurumi Friends and Celebrations, and there's a lot of different amigurumi designers in here. Sorry. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make that one. And I'm going to show you more contents of this book. So first of all, I had to wait for the book, and then I had to wait for me to be finished with making one of these. But of course, so here she is. Look how cute she is. But I knew I wanted to make more than one. So that's part of the reason why it's taking me so long, is because I ended up making 3. Here's the blue one. And this is a different skin tone as well. And then number 3. And I actually have numbers 4 and 5 being started. But I want to talk about the pattern a little bit, because when you start a new amigurumi pattern, read through the pattern and see how it's being put together. Because as much crochet as there is in this piece, you can technically get this down to being a one sew piece. And how do you do that? Well, the bodies are all like one piece. I mean, you make 2 legs and you join them together, but then it's all one piece all the way up. And then you attach a skirt. But the arms are separate. However, because you're starting down here, if you had done the arms first, which the pattern doesn't call for, but if you had done that, if I had done that, I could have just crocheted them in. So see, that would have eliminated that sew. Otherwise, this is a 3 sew project. But really, only the hair cap needs to be sewn on. So anyhow, that's just the thing. If you are doing a pattern like this, check and see if, especially if you're going from the feet to the head, if you can just crochet in the arms. That will help. And then I also, because did I read through the pattern totally? No, I just kind of jumped in, which is what I always do, just jump in. But and I made all 3 bodies before I just did the skirts. And I realized after the first one, or when I started working on the skirt, that I should have only worked it up to here. Now this is not according to the pattern, but because you're working kind of upside down to do the skirt, this head is always like bouncing on you. well, because I kind of work with the body against my chest. So if I had just worked it up to here, the head wouldn't have been up in the way, and then I could have finished the head later. So that was, you know, just something about this pattern and something about other patterns that maybe that you're working from the feet to the head, that maybe if you've got stuff to do on the doll from here down and it's not something that you're sewing on, but something that is directly attached, as all these layers are, that you might want to leave off the head until you get that part done. So for example, right now I have this little green one started, and I will leave off the head until I get all the skirt done. Now these skirt things, there's 3 layers, but you can see under each layer there's like a kind of a tube that connects it. And then under that there's more tube, and then under that there's even more tube. So it's really only connected right here at the waist to the pattern, then everything else is on a tube, which is just directly attached. So these layers, let me tell you, they're between all 3, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 stitches. So it takes me a whole day just to do the 3 layers. Anyhow, I'm going to make a whole bunch of these. I'm going to be giving them to charity, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I think that's all the advice I have to give on just looking at a pattern and seeing what works best. Anyhow, let's go back to this book. I'm going to show you some of the patterns in here. There are, in all these Meteor books, there are 15 patterns. Okay, let's see. This is called Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, and by the way, this doll is the quinceañera doll, and she comes with a cake, but I didn't make the cake. I couldn't care less about the cake. Okay, this one is a little Christmas one. What is it, Merry Christmas? Here's a Tooth Fairy one. Here's, let's see, Happy Birthday. This one reminds me of the movie Up. That's the golden anniversary. I'll probably make those. This one I won't make. It's graduation. Now this one I do plan to make. The stork and the baby. Isn't that cute? Okay, here's Happy Mother's Day and Father's Day. And here's the quinceañera. And she comes with that little cake, as you can see. And then the same doll body is used for this First Communion. So I'll probably make a few of those. Here's baby number 2 on the way. So that's the same one as is on the cover, right there. And I'll probably make these little guys, these Eastery ones. They're pretty cute. Here's the Just Married. Here's a trick or treat. Now this one here kind of reminds me of the Mad Hatter. So I'm wondering if there's a way I can like tailor that. Okay, let me see, is that the last one? Oh no, there's one more. Okay. First day at school. Let's see. There you go. So anyhow, that's this book, and I really like it. I hope that you will maybe take a look at it and get it for yourself. If you like doing amigurumi, like I said, you can get this to a one sew pattern. Just only have to sew on this because you can crochet these arms in if you plan your amigurumi. Then, okay, so totally off of amigurumi. I think my last crochet video I talked about making granny squares, and I did end up putting them together into a blanket, and I can show part of it here. There we go. So I kind of just do a quick down and dirty for joining the squares. I just single crochet them together, and that's how I do it. I have done it another way, but single crochet just works really fast, and you know, it's just for donation anyways, it doesn't even matter. So anyhow, that's what I've been working on with crochet. I'll probably be making amigurumi for the next few months. I don't plan on making afghans again for a little while. For one thing, because it's going to turn really hot pretty soon, and too hot to work on afghans. So that's it for my yarn stuff. And I wanted to say, if you've stayed this long, please give this video a thumbs up, and please feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you also for all my new subscribers, and I look forward to my next video with you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.